Hey guys, it is Jersey Girl here of the Cozy Niche, and this evening we are going to be talking about and doing our vanity tray. Okay, so let's talk about the supplies that we said that we would need, which would be a wooden cabinet door. I've got some scrapbooking paper. You definitely are going to need a ruler. Then I have my Finials. These little pretty things here, y'all. And you will need a drill. Yeah, because you gotta get on through that wood. And then we're also going to be utilizing some E6000. Yes. As well as Mod Podge. And you will need an applicator brush. So I got my little brush here all at the same time, y'all. So, and I know you may see these cans sitting up here, but that's because we're going to utilize them just to help us to be able to elevate our cabinet door. So as you can see, I kind of already got started. And why did I do that? Well, because I wanted to make sure that we didn't spend all day working through what we need to work through in order to get this done, okay? So what I did was I already began to attach. I know, y'all. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I already began to attach the scrapbooking paper, which is here. So I took a full sheet and laid it down on in here to make sure it was hitting where it needed to hit. Because mine has a design, I didn't necessarily need the design to line up, but I wanted to try to make it look like it flowed pretty good. So I used one full sheet and I got it right off in the corner. And then I went right next to it where there was an empty spot. And then I went ahead and lined up the next one to see how that flow was going to be. And then I cut it. And then what was, open down here, then I just went ahead and filled in those. So I wanted to make sure that I left for you guys the part for you to be able to see exactly how I did it. So again, I got my first part down. Y'all see that? Woo, look how she's shining, y'all. Look how she's shining. And then I did these strips right here. And I actually had already pre-drilled a hole as well on this side, so that way you guys could kind of see. So we are going to boom, flip her over. And as you guys can see, I already attached 1, 2, and 3 feet. So I'm going to show you exactly how I attach these 3 feet, okay? Because we definitely want to make sure that our tray is level. You don't want it, all cockeyed like, no, that ain't going to be cute. Your stuff got to be laid flat, okay? So what I ended up doing was I got my little feet, okay? And I got my ruler. So I wanted to make sure that all of the feet were equally where they needed to be, so that way this can sit flat. So I utilized my ruler, saw where I wanted it to be from the corner, and then kind of measured it and said, okay, this is where I want it to be. Got a pencil, marked it, and then just flat, and then traced around it, okay? Then the next thing I did was got a straight edge, and this is also a leveler, which I needed, y'all, okay? You're gonna need a leveler. Why? Because you want to make sure that it's straight, not cockeyed. Okay, and then I went ahead and measured to make sure that the bubble was right in the middle, so that way I knew where I needed to go to hit my next foot. So I hit each corner to know how deep in I needed to go, and then I came in and I placed my feet and then set this on top to make sure that she was level. Make sure she was level. I said, baby, that's where she need to be. Then I just took my pencil and traced around her. So that's how I got these 3 feet doing what they need to do, okay? And so now I'm going to show you guys how I did it, all right? So again, I know there's no zoom in on this because I'm actually using a different camera this time, y'all. Look, I told y'all, Jersey Girl going places. We moving up, baby. Moving on up. Okay, I'm not going to sing too much because I ain't be paying nobody royalties, okay? All right. So again, measuring in, coming from this corner and going in. And then all I did was just mark my spot to say, yep, she's supposed to be right about there, okay? Then I took my foot, placed it down there, and made sure that she was exactly where she needed to be, honey. And then I'm just going to do old school, like, they taught us how to do back in the day. You just trace around it. That's all. Just to make sure that she's where she need to be. And since I made sure she's where she need to be and I traced her, now I'm going to go ahead and use my E6000, y'all. And I'm going to go ahead and attach her. So I got this part facing up because this part is flat. So I'm going to make sure I put the glue on this side. I don't need a whole lot of glue. So this is kind of what we're working with, okay? Taking her down, setting her down, right on in there, right where I traced. And bam, she just that easy. Easy breezy. So I'm going to take my E6000. I'm going to set her off to the side because remember, we are going to use her again. How are we going to use her again? Well, we got to attach the finials. Now, you may be asking, all right now, Jersey girl, how are we going to finish doing the top? Well, I told y'all, it really does not take long for this E6000 to go ahead on the settle. So, we set her down. She is nice and firm. Now we're going to finish working on attaching our scrapbooking paper. This is where our Mod Podge comes into effect. So I had already opened her up. She's already open. Dun, 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 dun. I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to dip her on in. Here's another little trick that I did as well, y'all. So when I told y'all how I laid it down, I came over here and I was like, ooh, this is the way I want it to look, you know. And then I went ahead and I cut it. I made a notation up here. You see I put a little T up here. You probably can't see it because the light is bright. And then I put a B down here. So top and bottom. So that way when it came time for me to flip her on over, I knew exactly where T is for the top. She going up here. And then I know that that's for the bottom right down there. And then she's going to fit in there real nice and snug, like just like I need her to. So I'm going to go ahead and once I got that part done, I said, okay, she's good. What I wanted to do next was instead of drilling through the paper, I actually wanted to drill through the wood first. But I needed to make sure that my two finials aren't cockeyed. You know what I'm saying? So again, you are going to need your ruler for this. So I got my ruler. I set it down on the inside, okay? And saw how long it was. So I'm 13 inches on the inside of exactly this flat surface. So that half of that means I would be sitting at 6.5. So I measured, boop, boop, down where 6.5 is. Took my little finial where I want it to be. And I kind of set it off to the side. And then I said, okay, is that a good place for me to put it at? Yes or no? Because I could be able to move it up or move it down. Or maybe I wanted to, you know, kind of have it offset. But I actually don't. I like it at 6.5. So I made my little mark at 6.5. And you can't see it here, but I'm going to go ahead and tilt it some. That's why I left this area blank, y'all see? I know you probably thought it was like, Jersey girl, what is you doing? There is a reason to my madness. So I went ahead and measured it. And then I also wanted to find out how far in I needed to go, all at the same time. So in the midst of me doing that, what I ended up doing then was just measuring it. And then once I found out exactly what it was that I needed to do, I marked it with my pencil. And when I marked it with my pencil, y'all, I just went ahead, got this, came in, went down and said, okay. And then I wanted to measure how far over did I need to go. So I just took my ruler, measured it and said, okay, this is how far over it needs to go. So I measured from this inside corner to over here to make sure that my distance was what it needed to be. And it was. And then I just went ahead and marked it. X marks the spot. So that's what I did. Now, how are we going to be able to drill through is what you're asking me. I know that's what you asked me, and it's all good. We're going to get to it. This is where my handy dandy risers are going to come into effect, y'all. So these risers that I'm going to utilize right here and right now, I just got them out the pantry because I don't have a, you know, full, carpentry bench, okay? So I'm going to have to make do with what I got. So with me making do with what I got, I just went ahead and just pulled some soup cans out of the doggone pantry, and this is exactly what we're going to be using in order to lift this thing up. So I'm throwing her off to the hip. I'm telling y'all that this is some cool stuff that we're doing. And improvising. If there ain't but one thing I have learned in my life, y'all, it is improvising, honey. Being a prior military spouse, this is something that we had learned all the time. We call it simple Gumby, okay? Because you got to be ready for anything, honey. You got to be ready to pack up a whole house with hardly a little bit of notice, and children, and, you know, getting everything done. So you learn how to be flexible and you learn how to improvise, which is an awesome and amazing thing. So again, I'm making sure that my area is nice and sturdy. Then I have my drill. Okay, y'all ready for some power tools? Now I know y'all probably thinking, girl, where are your goggles? Where are, where? Baby, I ain't got time for all that. Okay, maybe next time I'll make sure I have my goggles on and safety gear and all that other good stuff. But for now, we're going to make do with this here drill, okay? We're going to make do. So I've already X marks the spot. So I'm going to go ahead and take my drill and I'm going to go ahead and bore through it. And here we go. Now, you want to make sure that, you're fairly sturdy with what you're doing so that way you can be ready. Y'all ready? Here we go. Honey, yes, she did that. Come on. Now I'm going to reverse her right on out. Woohoo! I don't know about you, but that power drill just made me a little happy. Made me a little happy. So I got a little bit of wood going on. Okay, y'all. So now that I got that drill already gone through that hole and it went through, I'm going to check to make sure that once I attach this, that it's going to be set and ready to go. So if she's tight, if she's not tight, let's see. Oh, she's going to fit in there real nice. Like, see how she's turning already? So that's just me checking to make sure that everything is everything. It is time to adhere our scrapbooking paper. Yes, indeed. So let's go ahead on and get our brush and our Mod Podge. And honey, I just put this right on here. Just paint it on here. Just a nice light coat and nothing too heavy. Because we really don't need it to be heavy because we don't want it to slip and slide nor having bubbles and all that other, stuff kind of coming up. We do want it to stick here, but we don't want it to be so thick. And so I'm just really putting on a really nice light coating just so it can be able to get on here and stay. And I know what you're thinking. Well, now why would you drill the hole first and then cover it? Well, it may seem like it might be backwards, but trust me, it's really not. Because all I'm going to do is just poke a hole right on through. It's not going to be so thick to where I can't see it, y'all. I'm going to be able to see it just fine. But I wanted to make sure that I put the drill through first because I really didn't want to mess up, the scrapbooking paper. I wanted it to be nice and pretty, y'all. I really did. And I think I've accomplished it. Okay, let's set this off to the side. You know what? I'm going to put a little bit on the back of here. Just a touch. Just a tad, just a little bit, just a little touch off in the corners. Just to make sure everybody happy. Come on, get happy. Adaptability. Okay. Now, like I said, I got my T up top and my B on the bottom. So, honey, I'm just going to go ahead and line her on up. Just as so. I'm telling y'all, she is looking so pretty. Ooh, 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 ooh. Girl. And she's sliding in here like she's supposed to. I like it. Oh, yes, I do. I like it a lot. She's fitting just the way she's supposed to. And like I said, you may not necessarily want a pattern. You may not care about having a pattern or anything on yours. You just may want it to be all one, plain coverage, and you can be able to do that as well. So now what I'm going to do, just take my leveler. Because I want to make sure that it's flat, and I'm going to apply a little bit of pressure, y'all. Just so I can make sure that she's what she needs to be. And just like I said, I can feel my little hole right on through it. So don't worry, she's not going nowhere. She's going to be all right. She's going to be okay. And this side already got done, y'all. So the beauty of this is now I can go ahead and do what? Attach the finials. Yes. But I'm also going to make sure that I hit the bottom of this with my E6000. Because like I said, I'm not going to be using any, bolts on the back to keep it in. But what I am going to do is make sure that I put this E6000 on. And then this is going to make sure that this stays in place. Okay. So I'm going to take it over on this side. And I am going to begin to screw this right on in. And like I said, I'm going to be using mine in the bathroom. And I want to give a shout out to our YouTube subscriber, Miss Cynthia Davidson, for the idea of doing something specifically for the bathroom. And so this is what we did. You hear that? Look at that, y'all. Honey, she on there. Cynthia Davidson, thank you so much for your suggestion. I really do appreciate it. And if you guys have any suggestions of what you would like to see the Cozy Niche accomplish, well then I want you guys to make sure that you comment down below, okay? Because how else am I supposed to know what y'all want to see if you don't contact me? So like I said, I kind of got that feel right up in here. But because I went ahead and drilled already, I'm just going to go right up through here and make sure that it's right where it needs to be. I'm feeling it right through here. And I'm just going to go ahead on and attach. So see? And just going ahead and I'm screwing this right on in. So this is working out really, really well. So you can be able to put your bath gels, maybe your perfume, you know, your makeup brushes, like in a really pretty vase, and just kind of set it up there. So then that way it's nicely displayed and everything. Y'all, I have got to tell y'all that this to me is so pretty. So of course I'm going to tilt it and show y'all exactly what we are working with. So this, and you see they're right there. And the feet are on and it is screwed in. And like I said, with this E6000, honey, it's not going nowhere. Nowhere at all. And look at that, lifting her up and you got the feet right there and she is secure. So make sure that you join me next time on the Cozy Niche. And again, let me know what you would like to be able to see Jersey Girl Cozy Niche do. I think that there might be some more trays in our future. I don't know. But only you will be able to let me know. So like, subscribe, share. Make sure that you hit the bell so that way you can know when I upload videos. I'm so looking forward to everything that we have going on here. And keep your eyes peeled. Like I said, we going places. Are y'all ready? And you know how we finish this out. Bye. Ooh, baby. The vanity tray is complete. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see how she is sparkling and shining? Oh yes, honey. Did I not tell y'all she was gonna be fire? Cause she is, baby. Just like I said, you got many different options that you can be able to utilize with your vanity tray. I'm just showing you the ones that I did. Again, it is multi-purpose. I'm showing you one way. Well, actually, I'm showing you two ways. But the way that you decide to use it is totally up to you.